Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth Bantos. We're back in the new kingdom of Bantonia. In a previous episode we were working on our hatch over here, which we finally have our secret little place to get down there. So some things that were suggested by Justin on the previous episode was to build some windmill and also a barn for the farm. So we have to figure out kind of where do we want to place this. So we have our town here, our tiny town we got so far. Well, only pretty much 1.5 house. And I might consider perhaps doing some temporary houses, some smaller, much simpler version to begin with. Like we could, for example, even do, you know, we do have some beginner houses such as the shared sleeping quarters. This is from the base game. But they do have a load of different beds in it, which is pretty awesome. So I might be using one of those like outside of here, and it could maybe fit there pretty nicely. And this is also a tower we will see later where I might be using that one. It was suggested by Flargan to have a kind of like a tower that would be not on your normal guard tower, but a little bit more outside the town, I guess, for overlooking like the farms and such. So that was an idea behind this one. So I think we should do like a sleeping quarter because it's pretty quick to build. It has 4 beds, so it should be very useful for us. If we want to, we can fancify the roof and make it pretty nice. But we just want to make sure it builds quickly, but I might change just a few details, even though we might not gonna, you know, probably not gonna keep this later. I'm just gonna remove a little bit there. Like so, and this tree is kind of in the way, so you will have to go, Mr. Tree. Gonna chop down a few of those. That should be nice. The quest is coming over here to chop down. Very, very nice. I just love the mod Swords and Plowshares that allows you to harvest trees with your soldiers and mine and all that. It's so nice, I love it. And like I said before, since we are pretty much, at least for now, we're kind of like full in names. So I will be naming some bug out golems later, and other golems as well, of course. So I'm gonna name this one Fairy. So there we go. This is gonna be our little looter fairy. These glowing little horns there. And pretty nice. Antennas, I guess it is. So I will be naming some of those, but we also have other golems. So, for example, we have to craft the auto golem. We also have one for farm auto golem and one for hammer. This is a builder one. This is an gathering one. You can gather herbs and all that good stuff. And this guy will be digging. But I wonder if we should wait with a few of them. So I'm just gonna do the digger, as we can get that one done. And then we'll do more later, because the digger is gonna help a lot with, so we have a bigger workhorse for mining. Which we might want to take a look here. So Varric here, he is currently mining. I also do have a hauling job, but I'm gonna remove that. So I highly recommend when you play this game, at least early on when you play this game, like have one person that he only pretty much do mining. Like if you need to get ores or need to get stone, we need to get clay if playing with like Raya and have a potter. I highly recommend to at least have one person that is like, his only work is to do mining pretty much. And we also want to look into if we can soon maybe progress towards getting a blacksmith. Because the cool thing when we play with Ace is that we can make better tools. So with better tools, you are able to get higher quality resources, and with higher quality resources, there's a high chance to craft higher quality items with it. So it is pretty awesome. I'm gonna make a blacksmith hammer. I might already have one. I guess I might have one. Let's see, so I don't have one. Okay, we don't have one, so that's good. So let's maybe scout around a little bit here. Ooh! We just got a rare creature spawn, guys. Shade of Jacko. Walter of Shadows. This is like a rare thing that sometimes happens to you. There's like a few shadow cats that will visit you. And this is one of them. I don't know like the full backstory of Shade of Yak, but I'm pretty sure someone who's watching this video, I'm pretty sure some of those people know about it. But it's super cute, very, very nice. Nice little cute kitty. So let's see here, I want to take a little bit look on the mountains. We have to go up there. There's some goblin camps kind of in the way there though. But that would probably be our closest place. We could go to this one. I think I might actually go up to this mountain first. Yes, we can skip those goblins for now. So we need a ladder here, then we need to go up further. We could do mining to get up, that's another way to do it, but we're gonna do ladders. So we have to kind of like explore this area so we can see where the resources are. So I'm just gonna do ladders all the way up there. I'm also gonna make probably like an temporary road so we can go it quicker, and I'm gonna avoid doing that one in the city, so I'm gonna do it more like a little bit more outside of our town. And since it's just a temporary road to get there faster, we probably should just like do a single width road here to the same time, and also to save resources. So something like that should help us move a bit faster, because we do have 3 times the speed when we have the banner of cunning that we placed in the beginning. So that should help a lot, getting there 3 times faster than walking on the grass. And we do want to continue the road up to the mountains. Something like that, guys. It should be pretty nice. Then we will be able to get there pretty quickly. And we most likely should be having some of our supply bins to hold ores. And we'll have someone that try to fill them up all the time, so we can do some quick work with the blacksmith. Let's see what we need. We need to get 130 more in net worth to beat the daily goal. And that should be possible to reach, hopefully. Let's see, so someone is building ladder, digging foundation. So this one seems kind of halted, probably lacking stone, yeah. We're very low on stone, we need to gather more stone. And we might also need some more wood soon. Okay, 100 wood, so we are very good with wood for now. But it can go down pretty quickly. So in these down here, we want to have stone. We could do like a normal chest down here, that could also work. This might not be the best way actually, but it might work pretty good. But let's maybe go, okay, we don't have one. I was thinking of doing like a stone chest, but we probably shouldn't do that, considering we're very low on stone at the moment. So I'm just gonna do 8 normal large crates that we can use for storing things. And then I might be switching these out later, and we're gonna try us to have some normal crates down here instead. In fact, I'm probably gonna take them and move them up. We should maybe get a storage house, like we're gonna have a barn for food and such, but we should get like a storage house soon where we can like store a lot of crafting materials and all that good stuff. Let's get these up on top here. So, since we're crafting in this area, we might as well put them here. Okay, that one got a little bit offset there. Fix that one. I think we'll do it when it gets up there, because I have no clue which one of it is. A goblin sneaks into camp. Oh no, little sneaky goblins. So let's get our soldier yak quest out here for mission. And I gotta get a person soon to name after Justin. So that's gonna be Frank, and he wants to be a tank. So Frank is gonna be a tank, and he's gonna spank. And he's gonna be a tank. Thankful for tanking, Frankie. So let's go over these guys. Oh! Spirit of Jack. He's helping in the battle, guys. Jack is helping in the battle against goblins. That's awesome. He also kind of changed the form, didn't he? Protector of Light. Can we keep him? Wow. Thanks, Jack. Thank you, thank you. That's like some like rare thing that happens. You just gotta be thankful when something like this happens. Like these small tiny little things is so awesome. Where is he going? Is he going home? Or is he actually going to catch some more goblins? So Rufus Garrow, hello. He got some stone cutter shop for us, so we could buy some stone. We could also buy some ore. Let's see, do we have anything good to trade? I do not think we do. We're not very good at trading at the moment. Ratley wants the bones, so probably not gonna be selling those. Gonna make Ratley happy. Little goblin. We can sell a fish trap, why not? The raw steak, we might wanna make that into good food. So not really anything I wanna sell, like we can sell a little bit of food, I suppose. And then let's see, how much stone do we have now? Oh, not much at all, so I'm gonna buy as much as we can. There we go. We'll have 5 gold, we might as well buy one more. Plank of limestone. So there we go. Now we might be able to get this one soon. It looks like we need to have one more golem block though, so let's make one. Here we go. Let's see, do we have some large crates to put out? No large crates yet, okay. So let's see here, Varric, what is he doing? Getting food, that's nice. Food is good. So, Pink Bear is our new farmer, and Banto, he hasn't really started to work yet, guys. So I'm gonna get me to work, lazy Banto. So we're gonna make one cauldron and one mill grinder, and also wanna make sure we make a stone oven, so we can make some nice food. And later on, we also wanna have the copper brewery, but first we gotta get our blacksmith to work, so we can make the copper ingots. But let's see here, I think the broth is probably a pretty good drink to get early on. It requires quite a few ingredients. It requires bones, vegetables, raw meat, and also lower grade fuel. So I might be spending some of the wanted bones for Ratley, but I'm gonna make a few of those because this is a good food. This one provides 4 quite filling meals. And if we select a different food, let's see here, not all of them has been updated with it. But for example, we got tasty vegetable stew or savory meat stew. So this one provides 6 meager meals. So that means they will have to eat more, like it provides more meals. But they will also have to eat more to stay full for a longer time. So I think we'll start with the broth there. That should be good. Very nutritious filling simmer broth is both an ingredient or a meal on its own. And it also provides the warm belly, so that will protect them from chilly weather and cold weather, but not from freezing weather. So this can be pretty nice, and especially since we play in Ascendancy. If we would be playing like the Northern Lions, they do have like a natural defense towards cold weather. But with Ascendancy, this can help, so they can drink that during cold times, so during the winter and stuff. Let's see here, also for the steak, what's something you could do? We could do roasted steak. This one is for a very filling meal. The most prized and delicious cut of the meat, slowly grilled on fire. So there we go, let's start with them. It looks like we got an armed goblin coming in here. Odd the cave dancer. Is that like a title he got, or is that his real name? That was a funny name at least. Get a daily update. There we go, almost. We lost some net worth. Actually lost some net worth. What happened? No? Didn't it show 2000 something? Maybe I Saw the wrong thing. I'm hoping the audio is better this time, by the way. If you saw the previous episode, there were like a lot of audio cutouts. I hope that is fixed for today's video. It should be. The reason for that was that when I record, there's a thing called like an audio gate, and it only activates my microphone if I speak. And my setting wasn't correctly set up, so it wasn't activated sometimes and cutting off and stuff. So that's why we had that weird thing. Good job, Jaques. You didn't even have to fight him. But we won the battle, so that's good. So for this one, I'm not sure. Why are they not building? Are they busy with doing the road, maybe? Looks like it. Let's have a planter. Let's have him help with the building. Since we do have, I think, like 2 or 3 golems. We do have 2 golems. Fairy and the bug out golem. Since we have 2 of them, we might not have to do as much hauling with our workers. So instead, the planter can help with building, because we are in deep need of building. Because if we build more, that means the net worth is gonna go up. That means we get more people. I'm just gonna grow some carrot on this one. Yes, my farmer, Inkberry, has a little bit more work to do, why not? So we got the cauldron. Where do we have this one? Probably next to the vegetables. So that should be good. This is used by the cook to grind grains into flour. Probably not something we're gonna do super soon, but maybe pretty soon. We can make some delicious bread with that later. Let's plant some new trees, maybe. Like, we don't really need to do so, it's just extra work for our people, so we're just gonna wait and do that later on. But I might wanna plant some bramble bush seed, and this is from a different biome. Which I don't remember the name at the moment for, but I think it's called Midgard Forest. It's part of the Nordling Kingdom, so that's like their home biome. And here's how beautiful flowers grow, and I might want to put this bush... Where do I want to put it? Let's put it here in the trapping ground. That should hopefully also get up the wilderness a little bit, so far it's very wild. But later on, if we go for like big game, this one is probably not going to be counted as very wild, because it drops down if you go for big game. But let's see, guys, should we do like a simple barn? And then later we can see if we're going to have it here or not, but let's make a simple barn. Or decently simple. I'm probably going to end up making it a bit too advanced. So for this one, I'm actually going to go an even number in width, and the reason for that is if I want to do like a double door, you need to go for double for like even numbers, because odd numbers, that's single doors. That's pretty nice, but I might maybe not actually use a door on it. So what I might do instead would be to... Let's see here. Like that, perhaps. Do it like this, and then we would like have this maybe open like that. So the opening here, and probably gonna be a second floor in this one. Let's go for that color, and the columns we're gonna go for dark brownish. And then the bottom, I'm kind of gonna go for the color we got going on for these houses, which is from a color mod. So we're gonna use this carbon color, it's pretty nice. And we're just gonna do that for like the 3 low pieces, that's where we're gonna have it. And we're just gonna texture it a little bit. And later, if we decide that we wanna have this at like a different spot, like maybe we don't even wanna have the farm here anymore, we can just save the template and build it somewhere else, because this is gonna be a pretty easy build. But like I said before, guys, what do you think? Should we have the farm next to the water, or should we perhaps like have it somewhere around here, a little bit of a distance from our main town? Get some feral bears again. And then we would just like dig down to make the water flow this way, because we have physics for the water, which means we can move the water. And you can make really cool things if you want to with it, because Ace do have some water pumps, which allows you to move water, to fill water, to drain water. I actually did that in my Northern Alliance town before this one. We made a dry dock, so with that dry dock you were able to like fill it with water, and you were also able to drain it with water. So that's some pretty cool things you could do. So for my other houses, I kind of did this thing. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. Maybe try something else a little bit different. As this is our barn. This kind of looks kind of nice like this actually. That's like how I go when I build a lot of things. I have a little bit of an idea how I want to do things. But everything is pretty much sort of an experiment when I do things. So the flooring down here, we might also want to change. Maybe we can get in some of these colors perhaps. Maybe we can change the base color to that one. And the idea then is that this would be like sort of like wheat or some stuff left over on the floor. So it's not a perfect floor, it's pretty dirty inside, you know. So let's see here then. We want to be able to get up to like the store up here because the roof is going to be a little bit higher up, which should allow us to have a little bit more space, and we need the 3 in height to walk under. But we might go for 4 in height as it doesn't look as cramped, so we do it like this. Then I think we will do like an stair somewhere around here. That's where we get up. Then we can still like continue like this side if we want to have some storage here. So we do it like that. We can fill out the entire thing, but I feel like I want to have it actually a little bit open here. And if we want to go even more advanced here, I guess we can have a stone pillar if we want to kind of support this a little bit more. We don't need to have it, but I just think it looks pretty nice. So that should do pretty good. Then we would go in and find some of our, probably our large crates. I'm not going to drop too many of them because we can always add them in later, but just to get a few of them in there. So this one we're gonna use here. And it probably will be working here to have it. So there we go, a few of them. Then we can also have them underneath here, of course. And if we want to later, we can even stack them on top of each other. Like we can't do it like in the builder right now. But when we place them later, we can actually stack them on top of each other. And I just feel like I want to have a few crates just to decorate a bit, because I want to make it also look a little bit nice. And we can have some of the wooden supply crates. So for example, we can have a few that we are kind of always trying like, oh, we're gonna fill this up always with a little bit of nice veggies, so they do not get rotten on the field. And let's go ahead and we're gonna change the color of our stair a little bit here. Kind of like to do that to split up the colors. Then we might go around like with this one, something like that. Or we could do a brighter color, depends what we want to go for. I think this one might be better. That other one was maybe a little bit much. And then we can split in some random colors with this one. So something like that, guys. That should be pretty nice. And we may want to have some kind of light source on the inside. I'm gonna go for wooden twins candle holder from... maybe that's a little bit too fancy. Let's go for the single one. This is from the mod Home Sweet Home. Really awesome, nice mod. I highly recommend to check it out if you haven't already. So then we want to have some sitting here to light the area up. And I'm probably gonna have one sitting right about there. That should be good. Very nice. So let's get ahead and we're gonna start with the roof. So either we start out here or we could start here. It really depends on how I want to make it, but I'm gonna start here. That should be good. Something, if you don't know, if you haven't played much Stonehearth, when you're doing these walls, it is very important you drag it from left to right, because look at this. I see through that way. But if I would drag this way and I'm facing it towards this way, I won't see through it. But if I turn around, I see through it. So left to right, I would say always try to do that if you can. So the roof of this one should be a little bit more kind of slopey, and I'm gonna go something like that, just so it fits better here with the heights and everything. First we're gonna go 2 in height, and then we can continue with 3 should probably be pretty good. Not 3, 1 I mean. And then we continue like this pretty much, and end at the top, let's go like that let's go like that. Very, very roundish, a little bit different than our other house. So that should do good. So the roof color for this, I wonder if we should do like a thatched roof, make it look like it's thatched. So we would go like that, pretty basic. Okay, so there we go, that's looking pretty nice. I'm definitely gonna do something more here to... I'm not sure if the word is right, but define it to make this pop out a little bit more the entrance. But I think we can end up with something nice. So, I want to throw in some different color variation here. So perhaps the ends will be a little bit brighter. And let's see here, how will it look if we go with something like this for this sort of house? That looks pretty nice for this kind of house. There we go. Looking nice. But then let's go in and see if we throw in some random colors. I kind of like that for houses that are more of like a farm. Like, it's not supposed to look like a perfect build product. It's not supposed to be like looking the same everywhere, because they have been, you know, saving money. They have been patching up the house over time, because this has probably been, if it was a normal farm, it has probably been there, like, you know, for generation and their families. So that's how it often goes through the generations. So hopefully this one will also go through generations. So that looks pretty nice, but like I said here, I want to make something for the outside, so I might want to do like something like that. I was also thinking that we could sort of make it look like it would be like an open door, so it would be like at both these sides. But I don't think we're gonna do that. But let's see if we go something like that. I think that already makes it a little bit better. It looks pretty nice, and we could do even a little bit more if you want to. That might be too much. I think we're satisfied with this, and just a tiny little extra addition. I'm gonna make this just go out a little bit to the textures to like kind of mend together outside. So that looks pretty nice. And if we really want to, we can make these like wheat bales later. We can have like a cart standing outside. That would make sense, right? Or we can even have it inside. Like, this doesn't really do anything. It would be really cool if they would use like this cart though. Similar to the boxes we have up there. Gonna show you guys what I mean. Like these boxes. If this cart could also work the same way, that would be pretty awesome. If they can even move it and carry more things, that would be making it even more awesome, of course. So I'm gonna have it sitting somewhere around like that. Should be good. And later we're most likely gonna do a windmill and use these wind sails. Gonna be nice. So I feel pretty satisfied. I hope you guys like how it looks. Pretty, I guess pretty basic. I would say so. What do you guys think? So we're ready to build this one. So this is gonna be... New Bantonia barn, there we go. And let's build this one. It's not so expensive, a little bit of wood and a tiny bit of stone. So that one should be fairly easy for them to do. Let's remove that one for now. I might be using it later though. Yeah, the feral bear, I totally forgot, but yeah, Quest is out here doing a great job. Doesn't look like to have much of a chance against our Quest here, so... And he's also level 2. I want to check what kind of equipment he got now. So padded helmet plus 1 in armor. Then padded gambeson plus 3 in armor and some stone weapon. So we most likely want to improve his stone weapons a little bit. Because they are getting a little bit outdated. That's a good reason to get a blacksmith, and we should be able to get so... Yeah, we should be able to get so this day, right? Or the next day, probably. But yeah guys, this is actually gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed our new barn over here. And as always guys, if you have suggestions for buildings or things you think we should do, always leave them in the comments. I try to read through everything and go through all of your suggestions. And then together we can like form a town together and have a great time. So thanks for watching today's episode guys. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching. See you soon everyone.